Good morning students. Today we here discuss about the menstrual cycle and the various hormones, the role of various hormones in different phases of human menstrual cycle. Okay. Now first we have to be know about the menstrual cycle. Okay. What is menstrual cycle? The rhythmic series of changes that occur in the reproductive organ of female primates, means like monkey, apes and human being. Okay, that is called menstrual cycle. It is repeated at an average interval of about 38 to 29 and sometimes it's 30 days. Okay, means the first appearance of menstruation at puberty is called mandrake, means when girls become their age, reach their puberty age, which is become 10 to 12 year age, the menstruation will be happen in their body. Okay, so the menstrual cycle has a 4 phases. These phases are menstrual phase, follicular phase, we also call it proliferative phase, ovulatory phase and secretory phase. Okay, so first we discuss here about the menstrual cycle. So what is menstrual cycle? We said it about the just means the rhythmic series or phases of changes in the sex organ throughout the reproductive life of female primates in human being from puberty to menopause is called menstrual cycles. Okay, in human female, menstruation is repeated at an average interval of about 28 to 30 days, and the cycle event starting from one menstruation till the next one is called the menstruation cycle. Okay beta, I think it's clear to all of you. So thus menstruation may be defined as the cyclic discharge of blood carrying broken tissue material through the vagina. Okay, now in the screen you have to see there are phases of human menstrual cycle, means number indicate the days is coinciding with phases of the cycle. Okay, so we first describe here about the first phase, which is this is your menstrual cycle. First phase is menstrual phase. Okay, so what is menstrual phase? Means the menstrual flow result due to the breakdown of endometrium, means when endometrial lining in your uterus is breaking down, blood is flowing or discharge from through the vagina, that one is called menstrual phase. Okay, so means the unfertilized egg and soft tissue are discharged from the vagina, and it lasts for about 3 to 5 days, and it occur only if released ovum is not fertilized. Okay, so this is your menstrual phase. Means menstrual phase is also we called it bleeding phase, because if the pregnancy fails to occur, the bleeding phase start, and in this phase the spiral arteries of the endometrium undergo spasms. As a result, portion of the endometrium are slaughtered off, and this accomplishes menstrual bleeding. Okay, so this is about the bleeding phase. We also call this menstruation phase or bleeding phase. Okay, now next, after this the next phase is proliferative phase. Okay, what is happening in proliferative phase after menstruation? Means as we know now what is menstruation phase, when bleeding occur from the endometrium because of breaking down of endometrium lining, bleeding discharge from the vagina, that one is called menstrual phase. After menstrual phase there is second phase, we have to call it proliferative phase. Okay, means after in proliferative phase, after menstruation, the proliferative phase start with the growth and proliferation of tissue on the walls of the uterus, fallopian tube and vagina. And during this phase, means during proliferative phase, there is lots of changes happening in uterus, like in proliferative phase, the endometrium is thinnest as superficial layer cast off during the menstrual bleeding. As the proliferative phase progresses, endometrium gland, which is breaking down in the menstruation phase. In proliferative phase, this endometrium gland grow in length. Epithelial cells of the endometrium proliferate and growth in the endometrial stroma occurs. Okay, I mean just below ovulation, the endometrium become about 3 to 5 mm thick. Okay, and now the myometrial contraction become more powerful, and secretion of the gland of the uterine cervix become very thin at the time of ovulations. Okay, So the uterine changes are due to the rising concentration of estrogen. Means after menstruation, the level of estrogen in female body become high. Okay, and this is the happening in uterus, and there is also changes in the ovary. Means in ovary cycle, the progressive side by side. During the proliferative phase, the immature follicles ripen into a Graafian follicles. Okay, so this is proliferative phase, and it is associated with the growing follicles in the ovary, and this phase is also called follicular phase, or we also call it ovulatory phase beta. Okay, now as we said that menstrual phases is extend in 3 to 5 days, and proliferative phase are extend for 10 to 12 days, and its end the ovum is eject, means ovulation from the Graafian follicle of the ovary. So this is second phase. Now we get from the third phase. Here third phase is secretory phase. Okay, third phase is your secretory phase. In what happened in secretory phase, the proliferative phase is followed by a secretory phase, means extending it for next 12 to 14 days. In this phase, the ruptured follicle changes into a corpus luteum in the ovary. Okay, ruptured follicles means from where secondary ovum is released. Their waste are called ruptured follicle, and in ruptured follicle changes into a corpus luteum in the ovary, and it begin to secrete progesterone hormone, which in turn produce changes in the secondary sex organ for the further preparation of the pregnancy. Okay, and since these changes are due to progesterone, and this phase is also called progesteronal phase or a luteal phase. Means secretory phase is also called luteal phase. Okay, now as we talk that proliferative, when proliferative phase is happening, there is lots of changes in uterus and ovary. Same here in secretory phase, there is also change in uterus and ovary. So here we discuss what is changes in uterus happening in the phases of secretory. So in this phase, endometrium thick further, and the uterine gland become filled with secretion, and the uterine movement are reduced to keep the uterus quiet, means non-contracting. Means the arteries of the endometrium become coined and glycogen contents. Okay, toward the end of the secretory phase, the endometrium is thick, soft, and rich supply with blood, and these changes are obvious preparation for providing a suitable environment for fertilized ovum in case of successful coitus activity. Okay, means in this period, if male and female have to be done coitus activity, so they get 100% chance of pregnancy. Okay, so this is a case of successful coitus. However, in the absence of pregnancy, these measures are aborted, and because of this, there is changes in ovary. Means what is changes in ovary in secretory phase? If ovum is not fertilized. Okay, if ovum is not fertilized, the corpus luteum undergoes degeneration in the ovary toward the end of this phase, and the level of progesterone decline. Okay, and after that we discussed about that bleeding phase is started now again. And in bleeding phase, we also talked about the bleeding phase, that if the pregnancy fails to occur, means when in this phase, if ovum is not get fertilized with the sperm, so the bleeding phase start, and this phase the endometrium undergoes spasms. As a result, endometrium breakdown or slotted off, and menstruation bleeding will be started from there. Okay, so this is beta all about the menstruation phase and menstruation cycle. Means menstrual cycle is based on this menstrual phase, where we talk about the bleeding phase, we also called as a menstrual phase. We here discuss about first menstrual phase, we also called it bleeding phase. Okay, in this phase, bleeding is occur from the vagina due to the breakdown of endometrium. Okay, in second phase, we also called this follicular phase and proliferative phase, because the primary follicles in the ovary grow and become fully mature Graafian follicle, and the endometrium of the uterus regenerate due to the secretion of LH and FSH from the anterior pituitary. and it is about 10 to 14 days. And in proliferative phase there is lots of changes happening in uterus and ovary. Okay, means in uterus endometrium again make their thickness, and in ovary their follicles ripen into a Graafian follicles. And the third phase of menstrual cycle, that one is called ovulatory phase. Okay, we also call it, that means rapid secretion of LH leading to the maximum level during the mid cycle called LH surge. And in this period the leading it is called ovulation, means in this phase egg is released from the ovary. Okay, and ovulation will be happen, means in ovulatory phase LH leading to the maximum level in human body, and we call it LH surge. Means what is LH surge here? LH surge here means the LH leading to its maximum level, means at the time of ovulation, at the time when egg is released from the women body. In this period LH means luteinizing hormone level is maximum in female body. Okay, and the last there is luteal phase, or we also call it secretory phase. And in this phase the rupture follicle changes into corpus luteum in the ovary, and it begin to secrete the hormone progesterone, which is essential for the maintenance of endometrium. Okay, so endometrium thick and secrete fluid into the uterus. But there is two cases: if ovum is not fertilized, the corpus luteum undergo degenerate, and this cause the endometrium leading to menstruation. But if ovum is fertilized, then endometrium will be thick, and embryo will be placed over endometrium, and menstruation do not occur from the vagina. Okay, so this is very important phase in the menstruation cycle. Okay, so during pregnancy all event of the menstruation cycle stop, and there is no menstruation, means the menstruation cycle permanently stopped in female at the age of around 50 years, and this is called menopause. Okay, means first bleeding from the human body at the time of puberty is called menarche. Okay, and at the time of 45 to 50 year in female body, menstruation will be completely stopped, and this is called menopause. Okay, I hope you all understand about the menstruation cycle and their menstruation phase. There is most of questions occur in board, like which hormone is rising in level due to that during the time of ovulation, that as we call that LH luteinizing hormone level is very high at the ovulation phase. Okay, there's lots of question arise from here. I hope you understand this all of phases. Okay, now all happening, all cycles, all types of activity which is done in human, male or female, there is responsible role is means hormones. Okay, means hormone play a very important role in any cycle of human body. So here we next discuss about the hormonal control of menstrual cycle. Okay, here we discuss about the hormonal control of menstrual cycle. So which type of hormone is related to menstrual cycle, which is control and coordinate these cycles. So the 5 hormones that regulate women menstrual cycles are: first gonadotropin releasing hormone, we also call it GnRH. Second one is FSH, this is stand for follicle stimulating hormone. Third one is luteinizing hormone, estrogen and progesterone. Okay, because these are the hormones which are responsible for the menstruation cycle. Okay, now GnRH means gonadotropin releasing hormone is synthesized in hypothalamus, means hypothalamus is the topmost principal gland of human body. Even master of gland is pituitary gland, but pituitary gland work according to the hypothalamus gland. So GnRH means gonadotropin releasing hormone is synthesized in hypothalamus and control the release of both hormones FSH and LH. Always remember FSH stand for follicular stimulating hormone, and LH stand for luteinizing hormone from the interior pituitary gland. Means first, hypothalamus gland is like a principal of any cell or any school, pituitary gland as a teacher of any school, and FSH and LH work as a student of that school. Okay, so here same GnRH is synthesized in hypothalamus and control the releasing of both FSH and LH from the anterior pituitary. Where are they produced? Okay, now FSH cause ovarian follicle and its egg to mature, and the maturing follicle synthesizing and releasing estrogen. Okay, LH stimulating conversion of ruptured follicle into corpus luteum, which synthesizes and releases both estrogen and progesterone. Okay, so the presence of progesterone in the blood inhibit releasing of GnRH from hypothalamus and thus inhibit release of both FSH and LH. Means maximum level or overflowing of any hormone is very disappointing formation of any cycles. Means after the menstruation flow, the menstrual cycle begin. Okay, means GnRH stimulate release of FSH, which cause an ovarian follicles to grow and to secrete estrogen, and estrogen stimulates cell division in the endometrium to repair the damage caused by menstruation. So the thickness of the tissue is increased. Okay, and when the blood of estrogen rises to a peak near the middle of the cycle, then feedback effect inhibits FSH secretion and stimulates LH secretion. Means LH cause ovulation when the mature egg break out of the follicle and move into the fallopian tube. And after that, when egg is released from the ovary, means after ovulation, the anterior pituitary gland stop producing FSH but continue to releasing LH, which cause conversion of the ruptured follicle into corpus luteum. So the estrogen and progesterone released from the corpus luteum act together to prepare reproductive organ for pregnancy, and in this time endometrium becomes soft and moist. Okay, progesterone increase the volume of muscles and blood vessels in the wall of the uterus. Okay, and this stimulate an activity of mucus gland in endometrium cause milk gland to develop in breast. Okay, but in the absence of pregnancy, corpus luteum degenerate and the estrogen and progesterone level decline, and without the hormonal support to endometrium, the arteries to the area or the tissue are dried of nutrient and floated off. Okay, so menstruation occur making the end of the menstrual cycle and the beginning of another. So the level of low level of progesterone no longer inhibit production of FSH, and this hormone increase in contraction causing development of new eggs. Okay, so beta, this is all about the hormonal control of menstruation cycle. I hope you all understand this. In our next class, we describe how follicles is happening in ovary, how they primary follicles converted into Graafian follicles, and after Graafian follicle mature, how secondary ovum is released from the Graafian follicles and form corpus luteum, and how corpus luteum generate hormone for the nutrition of egg. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. I hope you all understand this. If you have any doubt, we have Zoom classes, we talk about there. Okay, thank you.